Ribbit, ribbit, am I right? That's what a frog would say if he was trying to say that, hi, I'm the Yu-Gi-Oh! Scrub, but you all can call me Bailey. Only if you're subscribed, though. 424 of you, and not even 50% of the viewers, so, click the button. Make me happy. Please, it'd make my day, and you want to make my day. You want to do something kind, right? I know you do. So thank you. Click the button. We're playing a frog deck today. I feel like playing something pretty linear. Some people who love frogs might say it's not too linear and that there are a lot of play lines. I want something that, for me at least, is pretty brain dead and simple. Because I don't want to think right now. I just want to play Yu-Gi-Oh! So we're running 3 subs to Toad, arguably the best frog, even though it's not a frog. It is a Toad, but it just cycles through your entire deck, lets you set up the dupe block. Triple swap, because it is probably, in my opinion, the best frog. Treeborn, it brings itself back, but swap is so good with the special summon, the ability to bounce. It's the most versatile frog. Treeborn, obviously, without it, wouldn't really have a frog monarch deck. The fact that it gives you a monarch every turn is just impact so good. So double Treeborn, triple swap. I'm running triple dupe. I just don't want to ever draw a dupe frog and not be able to put the dupe block on board. So I'm running triple dupe. 1 Unifrog. I like the 1 Unifrog. Triple Caius, triple Ryza. To help support the tributes, we're also going to be running Cyber Dragon. Now that I think about it, this isn't that good because Treeborn Frog will bring itself onto the field and then Cyber Dragon is dead in your hand. But I'm going to run it anyways because I feel like it. 1 Battle Fader. You know what we will do actually, just because I am kind of seeing it now. Let's take out the Karma Cut. Put 1 Cyber Dragon there, making changes on the fly. And bring in 1 extra Battle Fader. And because it's going to bother me if the faders aren't next to each other, there we go. 2 Battle Fader and 1 Cyber Dragon. Some text that I'm running, I'm going to run 1 Cyber Valley, because we're running a couple steel cards with enemy controller and brain control. So we'll see if Cyber Valley works. Probably not, because you don't really want to be banishing any of your frogs, but maybe an extra swap frog or something, who knows. Gores, Tragodia, Light and Darkness Dragon, going to run 1 of it, and Junk Synchron. I'm actually thinking, you know what, we're making even more changes on the fly. Get rid of the Mirror Force from the side deck, and let's bring in another Light and Darkness Dragon. We're going to watch my changes actually win me some games. Watch me draw 2 Light and Darkness Dragons and 2 Battle Faders in my opening hand and cry. But yeah, here's what we're running. This is it. I'm not going to make any more changes. You guys can look at all of it. Save the deck. It is the default. Let's go play some Yu-Gi-Oh! Click that button, let's click this button, let's click this button, and we're good to go. Got back from work not too long ago. It was a somewhat long day, but that's how it goes. We all have long days. But I was hungry. You know how it be. I do construction for a living. My boss showed up, manager. Everyone loves their managers. He shows up, and he's helping out. He's a good manager. And it's about noon. I'm thinking about, sitting in my car for a minute, eating some lunch because I'm hungry. I skipped breakfast so I could get to the job site early this morning. And the boss is like, do you want me to help out right now? And I can't be like, no, I was going to sit down. You too. Good luck and have fun to my opponent. But so I was like, yeah, absolutely. Right now I will go and do my job. But it meant that I had to work through lunch. And, I'm sure I could have said, no, I'm actually going to eat lunch right now. But I couldn't say that. We're going to 1 for 1 get rid of a Treeborn, summon a Treeborn, declare a substitute, get rid of the Treeborn, cycle through our deck. And so, long story short, I ate right through lunch. Not ate through lunch, I worked through lunch and then had to eat after work. And I got home, was very hungry. And I'm going to stop talking as I send all these to the grave, just so I can actually focus a little bit. And then we will tribute, get the swap, send dupe. I could have sent Unifrog. I spaced out. Okay, and we'll end here. End with a dupe block. Alright. Let me know, though. Do you guys have any stories like that? Where the boss shows up, or just, any stories about when work didn't go exactly your way? Even though, for not eating for 2 extra hours. Closer to 3, actually, but still. It's not like I was going to starve to death. But it wasn't ideal. Hopefully everyone's day is going fantastic, as always. If not, go stop watching this video. Go make it a fantastic day. And then come back and finish this video. Do I want to... We're going to MST. It was a bottomless. Okay. That's fine. I'm happy I didn't lose my Ryza. The fact that he said K made me think it was a torrential and he was going to be waiting. We'll end. Unfortunately, this is the problem with Frog Monarchs, is your opponent can do nothing, and then you can't do anything because your opponent's doing nothing, and I need cards to target with either my Ryza, my Econ, whatever it be. Opponent goes to end phase, gets rid of Ashura. Because he's playing Blackwings, I think I'm going to set the enemy controller. Well, actually, I don't know if that was the right play. I'm feeling okay. I was thinking that he'd be able to just summon the Shura, attack over Treeborn, but I'm like, wait, no, he can't attack. I had the do block. So he summons Bora, summons Sirocco. That's fine. Okay. I think I want to Soul Exchange. And we'll just target that first set. Can't attack because of Soul Exchange. Could have potentially used enemy controller and standby, but we didn't. So he drew a back row. He has 4 unknowns in hand. We draw a Karma Cut. Let's go ahead and attack. It was a D prison. A-okay. Opponent's playing it smart by not putting monsters on the board. We get a Caius. We're gonna try to tribute. Hopefully it's a value. It was a Shura. So he eats 1,000. We'll attack. It's a Mirror Force. This is where I wish that I hadn't set the enemy controller, and it probably was a massive misplay to set the enemy controller, because now I can't bring back the Treeborn unless he summons a monster. Harpy Queen. That's fine. Interesting. So Harpy's Hunter Ground. Summon is fine of Shura. Shura, God. We'll set. And gotta make sure that the Sirocco attack doesn't go through, so. Perfect standby. Let's bring back our friend Treeborn Frog. Main phase 1, we'll tribute the Treeborn Frog. Put the Harpy's Hunting Ground back on the top of the deck. That's a terrible draw for him. We'll attack over the Sirocco. And flip summon dupe frog, put the dupe lock back on track, and set Legacy of Yatagarasu. Card advantage is absolutely in my favor right now. He's got 2 real cards and a terrible card. I also thought the Cyber Valley actually works pretty well with Battle Fader. We will activate Yata, getting a Caius. Standby. We'll special summon the frog and attack. And we'll just hit for some damage. Don't want to do anything else. Don't feel like we need to set Karma Cut at the moment. Don't have anything to discard either. Alright. We will go ahead. Tribute for another Caius. It was the Vayu. He'll eat 1,000. And that's game. Okay, perfect. Happened perfectly the way we wanted it to. Didn't see many spells and traps. We did see spells and traps. Bringing maybe Dust Tornado over the Dust Chute. Over Soul Exchange, and one of those. Cyber Dragons could be nice. Or the Junk Synchron, because it makes Cataster pretty well, but that's really it. Maybe over one Legacy of Yata. And the other play would be maybe DD Crows. Over one dupe, because we don't really need the other dupe. And we'll take out the Cyber Valley. Let's see how this goes. Opening hand, Caius, Rise, DD Crow, Substitute, Soul Exchange. Also, what's nice is Soul Exchange can work with Substitute in order to tribute your opponent's monster. So we'll just go ahead, set Substitute and end. Don't know what the back row is. Could have potentially substituted and gotten a Treeborn Frog right away. Put that into rotation. Does he want to use a Kalute? Nope, he doesn't. He summons Sirocco and attacks into the Substitute. So we will summon Substitute. And we'll activate Soul Exchange. Tribute his Sirocco with the Soul Exchange. And special summon. We'll go Treeborn first, just in case it's a Torrential Tribute. And it looks like we're fine. Sending with Swap Frog, the third Substitute. What do we want to do here? Special summon Swap. Sending Unifrog. Special summon the Swap Frog. Special summon Dupe. Special summon Dupe. And end our turn. Okay, so we got the ultimate dupe lock on board, where Substitute also stops the dupes from being destroyed by battle. So he has to attack a dupe frog, and the dupe frog cannot be destroyed. Feeling pretty solid in this position. We also got all of our frogs in their graves, so we have live Pot of Avarices. Our monarchs are live. Treeborn will activate. We will tribute, and we'll put the monster on top. So it's a pulling the rug. Very good for him. And we'll just end. Wanted to use the Riser there because it was the least impactful. Next turn we'll have Caius. So he is siding pulling the rug, which is a very powerful card, obviously, against any Monarch deck. Being able to go 1-for-1 with the Monarchs is fantastic. He plays nothing. We will summon the Treeborn. Summon the Caius. It was a value. He eats 1,000. Or at least he should. And I'll attack for 24. And just end our turn there. He's got to have some good spells and traps here. Icarus attack would be nice. He must have some really bricky hands, because he has not done anything. Cyber Harpy Lady. Solidarity. Okay. So it is standby, bring back Treeborn. So the Cyber Harpy Lady is pretty big. But we'll go ahead and we'll banish the Solidarity. And just try to attack over. Could be Mirror Force, could be D-Prison. He's drawing cards, so it looks like he's in a defeat. And he left. Okay. I think we played that pretty well. We'll join the pool again and play another match. What do you guys think of ladder? Do you like ladder? Do you not like ladder? Certainly feels less personal than when you find a match on a Discord, though. I don't know, I don't like dealing with that. Hopping on Discord and searching for a game. I like just clicking a button and having a random opponent be found. But you certainly get attitude, I'd say, more on ladder than when you actually kind of have a relationship. You know the person you're dueling. Feels less, more personal that way and less personal when it just was a robot or, you know, the computer that matched you with an opponent. Okay, here we go. Enough rambling. Match number 2. He's using the Shirt of the Necros sleeves with an Ab-Zero. I'm picking scissors until you don't. When in doubt, just keep clicking the same thing. It's a couple days in a row that has happened, where a couple scissors in a row, and then I just keep going until it works for me. Okay. Opening hand is looking okay. Caius, Trag, Econ, Legacy, 1-for-1 Pot of Avarice. We'll set Legacy and end. Don't need to commit to anything right now. 1-for-1's fine, but I would like to maybe draw at least another normal summon so I can get the Substitute and make something out of it. He Reinforcement of the Armies, maybe for Stratos. If I had to guess, he is running the Absolute Zero photo after all. That is exactly what he gets. He gets a Stratos. MST, Legacy, draw Unifrog. He searches... what? I'm gonna guess malicious. Nope, Neos alias with the Stratos. 18, and we will special summon do we want to go ahead and MST this? That's the question here. We do. It was a dust tornado, so absolutely fine. Now the question is, do we want to banish his Stratos or not? We can banish, or we can go for... and we can't 1-for-1 because he has to get rid of the Caius. Or we can 1-for-1 Unifrog and get rid of our Tragodia. If we 1-for-1, get rid of the Unifrog, get a Treeborn. Just make sure he knows I'm here. If we get the Treeborn, we can banish, hit for 24 plus 18. Yeah, I think that's the play. And no, we're going to keep... as I say, I think it's the play. I'm going to not do it, and I'm just going to attack with the Tragodia. And end there. I want to keep them guessing a little bit on what we're actually playing. We draw Gores. Let's go ahead. Normal summon Unifrog. Attack directly. And is he asking if he can chain it? Oh no, I'm dumb. I don't know why I thought that's how this worked. It is a Gemini Spark. That's exactly what I was thinking it was going to be. Okay. Well, from here, I think we have to then make this play. We'll get rid of Gores. Special summon the swap. Put Treeborn in grave. Special Treeborn. Special swap. Put Substitute in grave. Special swap. Put Substitute in grave. Get dupe. Get dupe. And we'll end. Okay. Unfortunate that I'm stupid, and I don't know why I thought Unifrog was just attack directly and be able to pop something. I thought he was like asking if he could chain. I blame myself. I don't read my own cards. But we did do what we wanted to do by getting the Gemini Spark off the field. And by getting the Gemini Spark off the field, it takes one card away from him in order to get rid of this dupe block. In Gemini Spark, I believe, again, I'm sure someone will correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe the way Gemini Spark works is it can get rid of the dupe block pretty effectively, because it also makes dupe miss the timing. Because the last thing to happen is drawing the card off Gemini Spark, not the destruction of Dupe Frog. So he's going to Miracle Fusion. We'll get ourselves two swap frogs from the effects of the destroyed dupes. We'll eat 2,500. Standby. Special Treeborn. Activate enemy controller. Okay, the play here, I think, is going to be activate Light and Darkness Dragon, but after attacking, because this is 3,000. So we'll go ahead, attack directly with the Elemental Hero, Absolute Zero. He does have a Gores, unfortunate. Okay. I don't know exactly how Ab-Zero works if it's returned to the extra deck. I believe it would still activate its effect. The only other play here is, I think, if we tribute Ab-Zero for Light and Darkness Dragon. Light and Darkness will negate the effect, just confirming. Yeah, effective and effect monster, so it would negate. I think that's our only play here. And we'll just end. Light and Darkness Dragon will be able to special summon a monster after it's destroyed. So, although he has a Gores and an Honest, so it would go to, yeah, okay, admit defeat. He's got the game there. Bring in DD Crows, bring in Kaikus. Book of Moon. Karma Cut's good. Get rid of Trap Dust Shoot. Get rid of Cyber Valley. Junk. And Junk's fine. And Junk's not the best. Don't really feel like I want Unifrog. Okay, we'll try this. Opening hand. Fader, Kaiku, Treeborn, Kaiku, Light and Darkness Dragon. So I think we'll just end our turn, because we have Fader here. We could absolutely get the dupe lock on field right away, but he's going to Stratos. Most likely, unless he already has Stratos in hand. Yep, he gets Stratos. Searching himself an Elemental Hero Ocean. And we'll just special summon the Fader right away. We draw a dupe frog. We'll 1-for-1. Pitching Treeborn. Specialing Substitute. And then let's go ahead and make our plays. Going through all the frogs. So now we just want to go ahead, tribute Swap Frog for Swap Frog. Tribute Substitute for Dupe Frog. And use the effective swap to normal Dupe Frog. And just end our turn there. Yep, there's the Gemini Spark. Dupe misses timing. We'll eat 1,700, but let's get back a Swap Frog. Always get back the swap. It's just the best by far. Alright. Stand by. We will then Econ. Taking our Stratos. Or the Stratos. Specialing Swap Treeborn. And we'll go ahead. Summon the boy, Light and Darkness Dragon. And just end our turn there. So we did see Honest last game. That is a way to get over this. And there's the Honest. So 400 and 800. And we'll get back Dupe Frog. He brings Honest back to hand, which is very good to know that he has. We'll go ahead, summon the Kaiku. He Torrential Tributes. I don't know why I should have brought back Treeborn Frog. I wasn't thinking. But we'll get back Swap to hand. And then we'll just, I think, set Karma Cut and end. He Dust Tornadoes, that's fine. Unfortunately, I have no defense here. So if he can pump out Fossil Dyna, well, that's a card. And if he can protect it, we'll go ahead, summon Kaiku. I have to attack because it's a D prison. I felt like I had to because if he had a Neos alias, if he's running E-emergency call, he can just get over the Kaiku way too easily. And not looking good for me. Brain control is pretty much exactly what I needed here. So we will brain. Take the ocean. Attack over the fossil Dyna. Then discard a Swap Frog, special a Swap Frog, and tribute for our second Light and Darkness Dragon, and hopefully this will be enough, though he is the honest in hand that I know about. I mean, I have to do something. So, he does beat over the dragon. Dupe Frog will come out again. I mean, I have to do that. I had to make sure he couldn't activate other cards. Honest will go to hand. I draw Heavy Storm, standby. We will special Treeborn. Try to attack. Gores, nope. We'll see. I don't feel awful, but I don't feel good. Here's double miracle, triple miracle. I want him to play it out. He's definitely got a crazy hand. So, obviously... Okay, actually, what am I thinking? Yeah, because he can just... Miracle. Then Miracle. We'll make him do it. And, yep. GG's. And he didn't want to see heavy. Okay. So we got stomped that second match, but we did the stomping that first match. I like Frogs. Like I said, Frogs is pretty brain dead, pretty easy to play. I know this is not an optimized list. I think there was an RBET top 8 player that, like, people who love Frogs play Frogs, and, like, they optimized this so much. The most that I did of copying up from it was triple Acid, triple Kais, because I do think if you're going to play Frog Monarch, play a bunch of Monarchs. Don't go too crazy. I, of course, because it's me, the YuGiOh Scrub, misplay heavily. I won't lie, completely forgot that he had Honest in hand that I absolutely knew about, and one shiny boy, as he said, can just get over the dragon very, very easily. But I stand by the fact that, you know, with my limited resources at that moment, it's the play I had to make just to stay alive, because if I didn't put Light and Darkness on the field and you saw what he had, of course I lose connection. But I was just going to get destroyed anyways, so at least it gave me the ability to stop some of his plays, though I suppose he could have just honest, then start doing everything. Rejected by Sarah, try logging in again. Okay, this is telling me that I need to stop recording, stop rambling, and leave. Thank you all for watching, and goodbye.